From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Not 180. Check. Walk 54. You must be getting tired.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 21-yard line.
We go tonight. Like 20. 54 Mike. So we got man.
From the gun, here's Goff. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. It's taken to the 26. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. In the last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season. Really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guy...
Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And the return will stop right around the 25. Trying to get it to Woods.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trucks over him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Rolling to his right. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. Actually, I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. 16 yards, a first down.
And the 49er first down.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Still on his feet. And he's got some space here. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing on second down. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to go down again. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 180. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Now he's got it. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. CD, you know, there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Eric Armstead picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
180. Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now it's Breida. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to pour it on. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Rams on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's gone. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
11 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down and 9.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Watch the slats, watch the slats.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Another carry now for Gurley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Again, he finds an opening. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
They'll try the air now with Goff. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because...
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams do gain a bit of respectability. Zerline connects on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Here we go. 180. 58, boys, 58, Mike.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And he finds his tight end, Salek. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Check. Watch 54.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Here's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Goff. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Here we go. 180. Mike, 58, right there. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
On 1st down, Coleman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They will run again with Coleman. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Here we go.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
54. Wild Bill. Wild.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Garoppolo gives to Breida, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's third down.
Here we go. 180. 58 right there. 3 buzz.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the 49ers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.